Hello everyone, it's Lou Collins. Thank you so much for joining us on the CraftStash channel. Now today we're going to be looking at a Cricut Joy based project, and this is a fantastic tunnel card. Now I'm going to be talking you through in Cricut Design Space how to create a tunnel card base, and then of course you can decorate it with any elements you wish to. So let's get started with the tutorial. To get started with our tunnel card base, it's very simple. We're going to need 4 squares, and 3 of these are going to have circle apertures inside. The 4 squares need to be the same size, which is exactly where your Cricut Joy comes in. Really helpful because they can cut precise shapes and sizes every time. So I have put onto my mat here a 10cm by 10cm square, and I'm going to add to this a circle from the shapes section. And this circle I'm going to make 8 centimetres by 8 centimetres. So that's just done that like so. I'm now going to drag and select both the square and the circle, and I'm going to align these. So I'm going to do this centrally, both horizontally and vertically, so that I know now that circle is exactly in the centre of that square. Still with both elements highlighted, I want to come along to the bottom right hand corner, click combine and exclude. Now this is going to exclude what's at the top, which is the circle, and leave me with a frame here. So this is my first page of my tunnel card, and I can send this to cut. Now once that's cut, you can come back to your canvas, and what I like to do is just go back a couple of steps so that these are no longer excluded. Highlight my circle and make that now 7 centimetres by 7 centimetres, and go through the process again of aligning it, so horizontally and vertically from the centre. Select both and then combine and exclude again, and again send this to cut. Now I'm going to repeat this once more with a 6 centimetre circle, and then I'm going to cut myself a basic 10 centimetre by 10 centimetre square. Now that I've got my 3 apertures and my base panel, I want to make 6 side panels. These are going to concertina between each of the layers to give us the depth. And the best way to do that is to actually utilise your Cricut Joy again and amend your 10 by 10 centimetre circle by undoing the padlock at the top here with the size so that you can adjust the width. Now if we make the width 3 centimetres, and I just like to place the rectangle now onto the grid, just ensuring, let me make this a bit bigger so we can see, just ensuring that it's actually on the grid at centimetre marks. This makes the next stage much easier. Now I'm going to go to shapes, and I'm going to take a triangle, and this is quite a long triangle. We don't need it too big, so I mean barely half a centimetre is absolutely fine. Let's even bring that a little bit smaller. Now this has actually dropped in at the perfect shape and size really there, so, and the right orientation, so we need that to be pointing downwards. So I've just placed that. If we zoom right in so we can see, I've placed that directly where there's a 1 centimetre line into the rectangle. And I'm going to duplicate this and place another one at the 2 centimetre line as well. This one can come down slightly. We want to make sure that they are on the edge of the rectangle. Now these two together, if I select the both of them, group them, I can duplicate, and then I can just flip these as well and bring these down to the bottom of the rectangle and place these again at the 1 and 2 centimetre lines on the base there. So let's zoom back out so we can see what this rectangle looks like now. So we have a rectangle with 4 triangles into it. I'm going to select everything, and I'm going to exclude, which will exclude those triangles from the shape, leaving us with this quite unusual shape. This is going to help guide us for folding lines once we've cut them. Now we just want to duplicate this shape a number of times. So there's 1. Let's duplicate it, both of these together again, and then once more also. So we have 6 of these unusual looking panels. Now let's send these to cut. So now all my pieces are cut. I've got my back mat here. So this is going to be the back of my card. I've got the smaller aperture here, the next aperture, and then the white one as well. So these are all going to stack up nicely like so. So let's now start putting this card base together. I've also got some additional little pieces which are really cute. These are from CraftStash. I'm just going to run a line of glue down the back panel of the solid green piece, and I've scored and folded each of the side pieces that we made also. So these are all scored at 1 centimetre. So if I put one of these on each side of my card base here, and I've chosen to go with a darker green at the back. This is just going to make it look more dimensional with having the shadow towards the back piece. So then the next panel, which is my next lightest green, is going to sit on top of here. So I'm going to put some glue on the tab here. And the beauty of this tunnel card is that it will then stand up on its own also. So there we now have our basic tunnel card. So there's the base, and let's do some decorating. There we go. So we've got a cute little card coming on here. And of course the beauty of this is that it will all fold completely flat if you want to put it into an envelope. Now I'm just going to add a little sentiment, and again I can go to my Cricut Design Space and I can draw with the pen that came with the Cricut Joy. I can draw myself a sentiment for this. So I've printed out Happy Birthday because we've got a rabbit in there, a little bunny in there, and I'm just going to attach this to my card front. I've used a little bit of distress ink just to add some colour to this. And there we go, there's an easy tunnel card that you can be creating using your Cricut Joy. So everything that I've shown you today should lead you through all the steps. If you want a basic guide on setting up your Cricut Joy using Cricut Design Space, for example, you can go and check out the CraftStash YouTube channel. We're building a series there for you so that you can get started right from the very beginning.